Hello and welcome to the September 1st episode of This Week in Kirkland, the official podcast of the City of Kirkland, bringing you timely topics and noteworthy news delivered to you every week. I'm your host, Jim Lopez, one of the two deputy city managers here at the city, joined today by two members of our communications team.
Hello, I'm Sue Romero.
And David Wolbrecht.
And here are some of the stories we're covering this week. We're hiring everybody for facilities tech. It's a wonderful position. We're going to tell you a little bit about that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, we're still talking about how to get free trees.
Hey.
That's a good thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And for your holiday weekend, some grilling safety tips. We just want to go over those for you. And just remember, city offices will be closed for Labor Day.
Mm-hmm. Right after Labor Day, school is back in session, so some safety reminders. Also, council is back, so we'll have a meeting preview for the upcoming city council meeting and a lot of other upcoming events.
Mm-hmm.
But first, my friends, our big story of the week, which is City Hall
for all.
Woohoo!
That would be Saturday, September 9th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. This is part of our Welcoming Week celebration, and we're celebrating the work of communities to become welcoming places for all.
Mm-hmm. And we've got so many things. Like, how much time do you have? Because
Yeah, exactly.
this list is massive.
I'm looking at the list. I'm getting excited for the event.
I don't know where to start.
I'm going to start with Truckapalooza.
Trucks.
Fire trucks, public works trucks, more trucks than you can name. We'll elaborate later in the show because there's so many cool trucks. So that's one of the big favorites of City Hall for All. Then also, hey, if you've never been inside City Hall, you can get a tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, council chambers, the service areas. We will orient you to our building.
Mm-hmm. Also, conduct your business that maybe you didn't get to earlier in the week. Some open services on Saturday will happen. You can pay a utility bill or license your pet.
Mm-hmm. Also, first time ever, I'm really excited about this, a small business expo. There's going to be like 30 or so small businesses in the like pop-up market.
Yeah.
All sorts of handmade goods, hot food, and more. Check it out.
And you know, we're going to give away some things too.
Swag.
But
Cool
you know,
stuff.
like shovels.
Right?
Like
I don't know that I've been to an event where shovels are the swag.
Public Works is giving away legitimate.
Shovels.
Man, I could have
Shovel.
used that last winter when I moved into my house and we had that big snow. I didn't have a shovel. I had to go knock on my neighbor's door and was like, hey, can I borrow your shovel?
So-
Amazon was delayed. Like,
Well, yeah.
the guys at Lowe's were like,
And it's going to be like 200.
Yeah, we have many snow shovels for everyone to plan ahead.
yes.
And then everyone, extra special. There's going to be an extra special booth.
What might that be?
I wonder.
All of us
Oh.
here at the This Week in Kirkland podcast.
Hey.
Surprise.
We will be here with our microphones. It'll kind of look like the podcast, right?
Yes.
We won't be recording it, but we'll be interviewing and giving away things.
Yes.
Is there going to be like
for
a
sure.
Swag.
Yes, I'm working on a prize wheel.
prize?
I'm working on it.
Well, also running trivia. So,
We're running
Yes.
trivia.
yeah, if you know your stuff about local government here in Kirkland, you might win the
We're
sticker.
going to test you out.
So you got to come see us too when you come to City Hall for All.
Jim, are you doing autographs?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
One, the one
Selfies.
yeah. Jim, will you sign my baseball card?
I would be
right.
happy to
All right,
do
thanks.
that.
Okay, cool.
So hey, if you are a facilities expert, we're hiring.
Speaking of City Hall.
Speaking of City Hall and keeping it to the wonderful place that it is,
Yeah.
we're looking for a facilities technician, and we'll trust your skilled construction experience to maintain, repair, and remodel the buildings and equipment we need to keep our wonderful City Hall running.
Yeah, I got a good look at the job description because I wrote the article for This Week in Kirkland. So minimum qualifications include know-how for repairing heating and AC, you're troubleshooting electrical systems, you're fixing plumbing, like everything.
Wow.
Carpentry, sheetrock. But the thing that stuck out was like also know how to drive a 5-speed.
Oh, manual
Yes.
transmission.
So you didn't
Right?
just put that in there to have
No, just to throw people off? That's going to weed out like 90% of the
Wow.
applicants, I'm thinking.
do y'all know how to drive a stick?
Yes.
that would be
I learned
yes.
on a
yeah.
5-speed.
I destroyed my parents' clutch, and it had to get replaced. Sorry.
That's
Mom
the
and
thing
Dad.
about when you're driving a stick, you kind of feel for the clutch when
You have
it's
to.
not going well.
And how are you at holding on a hill?
The hills. Are
Oh, rainy day in Seattle downtown. I'm like, ooh,
Burn rubber.
Scary
Yeah.
stuff.
So if you do know how to drive a
that-
stick shift,
And know how to do sheetrock,
And
electrical
take care
systems.
Of buildings.
come on
Supply.
down. We may have a spot for you.
Great place to work.
Yeah.
So we're still talking about registering to get free trees.
How many? 2 of them. And this is a partnership with City of Kirkland and the King Conservation District. We're giving away trees, everybody.
And this is to enhance our tree canopy. Like Jim mentioned, registration is required. So you can't just walk up and be like, I'm here for my trees. I got my truck.
I mean, it would be hard to walk away to. Oh, you have your truck. Got it.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, how big are the trees? Should
I
you
think
bring
they're
a
little
friend?
saplings. I mean, bringing friends is always good for safe lifting, but
And probably not like a tiny little car either.
yeah, probably not. But 5-speed or automatic transmissions allowed.
You'll be able to pick up your tree, 1 or 2, on Saturday, October 22nd from noon to 4 at 132nd Square Park.
So I think in a previous podcast, it seemed like you were scoping out the tree event.
Did it?
Will you be showing up for trees? You don't have to say.
I can't even keep houseplants alive, so trees, probably not.
All right, well,
Okay.
learn more
I
and
must have been
register
reading
today.
that wrong. And we have a holiday weekend coming up, so we're going to give some grilling safety tips, right?
Last hurrah to get in some grilling. Kirkland Fire Department, some info and facts for you. So KFD responds to several fires every year that are started by barbecue grills.
Yep, 1 out of 5 grill fires is because you didn't clean your grill.
Wow,
so
really?
The top tip is to clean the grill.
Clean the grill.
Remove the grease buildup before and after each use. Before you put it away for the winter, but when you're opening up at the beginning of summer and there's like a big grease buildup, don't just like light that match and be like, I think this will take care of it.
Yeah, so
you got to clean it.
for those of you who don't clean the dishes right away, you don't want to let that habit
Right.
transfer over to the grill. Got to
Exactly.
clean the grill.
Jim, I'm not sure why you're looking at me when you're saying that.
David seems like he would clean his dishes
I agree
right
with
away.
Only use a grill outside and away from the house railings and tree branches. I know sometimes it can, if it's raining or something, you want to get close or get some cover, but don't do that. Also, never bring a propane tank inside your house. And, really important, dispose of charcoal in a metal container only after completely cooled.
Yep.
Otherwise, that can cause a big issue.
Yep.
Favorite grilled food?
Favorite grilled food? Given my palate, which is not the most mature palate in the world, I'm thinking like your standard hamburgers and hot dogs.
Pizza. No, I'm just kidding.
Can you grill pizza?
I mean,
I'm surprised you
sure.
haven't.
I'm sure there's a show on Food Network about grilling pizza.
I'll take a bacon cheeseburger.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Yeah, I'm with you with hot dogs or grilled corn.
Oh, corn.
Yes.
Yeah. Had some recently. Hit the spot.
So also, city offices will be closed on Labor Day, Monday, September 4th. We're closed in observance of the holiday. Fire, police, and other critical services will remain fully operational. City services normally accessible through email, the Our Kirkland service portal, or over the phone will resume at 8 a.m. Tuesday, September 5th. So we're
you
looking
then.
forward to that
Yeah,
day
absolutely.
off. And Sue,
Yes.
it's that time of year again. School is back.
I know.
First day of school is coming up.
Oh, man.
And
I'm
we're
not
gonna talk-
prepared.
We're going to talk a little bit about some safety reminders.
Yes. School in Kirkland starts September 5th. So that means more kids heading to and from their schools, more buses on the roads. So some of the safety tips we want to remind you about are when dropping your kids off, follow your school's procedures. So don't do the double park thing. 'Cause,
Yeah, that's not
yeah.
good. And when possible, don't idle. If you're going to
Yep.
be there for a minute, go ahead and shut off the engine.
Don't block the crosswalk. If you're sitting at a red light ready to drop off, that forces the kids in the crosswalk to go around you, and we don't want that.
No. School beacons, when they're flashing, go ahead and stop for the kids. Pretty no-brainer, but just a reminder, don't try to squeak past. Also, always stop for a crossing guard holding up a stop sign.
It is illegal in all 50 states to pass a school bus that is stopped to load or unload children, so on an undivided road. So please be mindful of that. And another reminder is the school zone cameras are back. They'll be activated on September 5th at 4 locations.
Yeah, and so all the info on that will be in the show notes.
Yep.
And we have a city council meeting preview coming up. We haven't had a council meeting
Yeah, in a few weeks. Yeah.
But our next regular meeting is coming up on September 5th.
Big day. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
A lot going on September 5th. The business agenda for that meeting, we're going to talk about something super cool. I mean, utility box art wraps. You may be seeing them on some of the utility boxes around the city. The council is going to consider a work plan to install a lot more of these. And I think that really is helping to not only beautify the city, but keep us moving in as we become more and more the city of art.
That's great. Also, potential property acquisition up on 6th Street, so right near the Cross Kirkland corridor and at that crosswalk there, right by the Google campus. And so council will be considering how to proceed or whether to proceed to develop that as a memorial park.
And this one is pretty cool for employees of the City of Kirkland. The Employee Child Care Initiative, the council will get an update on that.
And that's for the business agenda. That starts at 7:30. For the study session, which starts at 5:30, there's going to be 2 items. One is the city's going to be talking about our capital improvement program, a review of changes to consider in December. And this is the big program where we fund major projects in the city.
Yeah.
We're also going to have a presentation on the future of Park Lane study, which is a briefing on the study's findings and next steps about Park Lane.
And you can always watch on the city's YouTube channel, website, or Facebook page.
Hey, we have a lot of upcoming events. Friday, the Juanita Friday Market is coming up. That's Fridays through September, every Friday from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., and it's at Juanita Beach Park. This week, there's fresh fruit to grill. There's the grill for your Labor Day cookout.
Yes. And Reading with Rover, also coming up Saturday, September 2nd, between 1 and 2 in 15-minute increments at Kingsgate Library. Registration is required.
That sounds super fun. Speaking of dogs, we've mentioned it before, but Sea
super
Spot
fun.
Splash. So before coming out to City Hall for All, head on down to Peter Kirk Pool on Saturday, September 9th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and pre-registration is preferred and suggested, but not
I hope we
required.
get some really good photos of that event, like the dogs, diving in.
Yes.
action
hanging out.
shots.
Action shots. You need action shots. And the Talk Time class is coming up Thursday, September 14th from 2 to 3:30 p.m. What is the Talk Time class, you ask? Well, it's where you can practice speaking with other English language learners. It's at the Kirkland Library. Registration is not required. For more information, just go to the kcls.org. Should be a really cool event.
And everyone is welcome to Juanita. This event is Saturday, September 16th, between noon and 3 at Juanita Beach Park. It's a free, welcoming event celebrating diversity and inclusion in Kirkland. Lots of games, food, and entertainment.
Awesome. Hosted by the Juanita Neighborhoods Association. Thank you, Juanita.
Thank you, Juanita. So our last story this week is, you guessed it, Truck-a-Palooza.
Trucks.
Part of our amazing City Hall for All event involves Truck-a-Palooza, and that, again, is going to happen on Saturday, September 9th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Now, Truck-a-Palooza will feature a dozen or so trucks and vehicles in the City Hall parking lot, including, starting with the fire engine ladder truck, of which they will be throwing off toy parachute figurines.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
This was a huge success.
Some would say too much of a success.
That's why we got
In
more
2019.
toy
So we got
parachutes.
like hundreds of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they ordered, how many, Sue?
300?
300?
That should be enough.
There'll be
would
a
hope
lot
so.
of parachuting firefighter figurines
Yes.
at Truck-a-Palooza. And you also get a free photo with our fire chief, Joe Sanford.
Hey.
Also, the antique fire engine will make an appearance.
Ooh,
Kids
super
love that
cool.
one. Yeah, that one's very cool. And a dump truck, because what little kid hasn't had a dump truck? They want to see one in real life. We're going to have it.
Also, garbage truck, Vector truck, Jim.
The Vector truck will be there.
That's
Is that your favorite?
That reminds me of like a Mad Max movie. The
We gotta-
Vector
It
truck.
totally looks like
Yeah.
it.
You
gotta
It's got
come
the
and
big hose.
experience it.
Except unlike Mad Max, it does not blow fire. It sucks things up from the sewer.
Gotcha. Okay.
We also have a police cruiser, animal control officer truck, a backhoe.
Backhoe.
Yeah. Also from Public Works, our paver, as well as a special guest parks vehicle, the Arbor Pro, which, if you haven't seen it yet, it looks like a giant spider.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think we mentioned that before.
Creepy but cool.
In the creepy but cool category
Yeah.
Quite like
is
spiders
the Arbor
themselves.
Pro.
You know those robots in The Matrix that are out to kill you?
It totally,
kind of like
it
that.
kind of like that, except it doesn't hover. Yeah, in
or
the air.
fly.
Yeah.
So I don't
have
know about you
eyeballs.
guys, but I can't wait to see these trucks. But did you know
Oh,
What?
that if you're driving your big rig down the road and you hear
As you
someone,
do.
yeah.
as one does, And
like
you
this
hear-
morning, you sue. Sorry,
Right.
Jim.
and you hear somebody on the CB say, breaker, breaker, there's an alligator in the road.
Oh.
Alligator in the road. Do they mean A, that you just crossed into Florida?
Could be. Could be.
B, that there's a motorcycle cop wearing a leather jacket up her head?
Informative and fashionable.
Or C, there's a large piece of tire tread from a blown tire in the road?
Wow. Well, I don't know that alligators know state lines, so I'm not going to go with A.
Oh,
I
really?
feel like they aren't confined just to Florida. I feel like if I were, or I'm sorry, when I'm cruising down in my rig,
Yeah.
it would be helpful to know if there's, a motorcycle cop who's wearing a leather jacket or not.
Isn't that what they wear?
Generally, I think. Safety, right?
Only in the movies.
Only in the movie, yeah.
Sue?
I'm going to go with that you're in Florida because an alligator in the road, don't they just...
They're in
always
Florida.
crossing the road.
They're crossing,
they don't
they're-
have chickens. It's alligators.
They're
in
crossing the
Florida.
road. They're crossing the golf tee. They're crossing the
Right.
greens.
They're everywhere.
Your lawn.
They're in the restaurants.
The answer, of course, is C. There's a large piece of tire tread from a blown tire in the road.
I guess safety.
okay.
That does make sense. That could be very dangerous.
So I'll let you know if I see a tire tread. I'll just kind of text you.
Yeah. Well, don't do
Don't
that
do
if you're
that.
driving and then texting.
Using the voice text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Hands free. Well, even then. All right. Saturday, September 9th. Big day in Kirkland. See Spot Splash and City Hall for all. Get a tour inside City Hall. Check out the Business Expo. Or get a free shovel.
Yes,
shovel.
and a free shovel.
Hundreds of them.
Yes.
And that does it, my friends, for this week. You've been listening to This Week in Kirkland. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Special thanks to Anthony Girardi, Kate Ryan, and Chris Peterson for their amazing behind-the-scenes magic.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Our next episode is Friday, September 8th. Until then, stay connected, Kirkland.